Come on in guys, drop us a comment how many mechanic hacks you can see in this video. Are there any that you didn't know about, and are there any that I should know about? So drop us a comment and let me know below. So in this one we are changing the ABS exciter ring on the second axle. Obviously it's a trailer. Tried with a torque wrench. These Mercedes hub nuts are the same or very similar to the SAF axle ones, so just be aware they are left and right handed threads. Make sure you undo the pin, but this wouldn't undo with a torque wrench even with me bouncing on it, and I don't weigh that much, so that's no biggie. Didn't move at all. I'm not going to put the gun on it. I'm just going to drill it and split the nut, because these are very prone to ruining the threads on the stubs, and the last thing you want to be doing is either have someone come out to repair it yourself, or at worst case put a new axle on. So as you can see there, I've drilled nearly all the way through the nut, just got a bar on there, give it a good smack with the old persuasion stick, and that has indeed split and moved. So we're just going to ping that off, get rid of that heap of junk. Obviously make sure you've got a new nut before tackling these, because the last thing you want to do is drill it and split it and then not have a nut to put back on. And definitely do not by any way, shape or form put the air gun on it. So to get the hub off, what I've done on this, I'm literally pulling the wheel and the hub off together. I'm leaving the wheel nuts alone. That way I don't have to take off the brake caliper or brake chamber. Then I'd have to do a brake test as well, because I haven't interfered with the brakes. So 2 wheel nuts off, get the hub nut puller on there, give her a little whiz with the gun, and as you can see that just pops that off a treat. Always make sure your puller is nice and straight when you're doing this, just so it don't nip the bearing up on the stub. Give it a little wiggle with your strong hand and off she pops. Happy days, nice and easy. Obviously guys, make sure that the park brake on the trailer is on, just so it holds the disc in the right place, because the last thing you want to be doing is try to faff around lining the disc up on the hub when you're trying to put it all back together. But as you'll see in a minute, which I will show you guys so you can see what it'll look like, I think it's the easiest way, but I'm sure we'll all have our own way of doing it. As you can see, that exciter ring is well and truly knackered, so it's going to get a new one on there. But this is what I was on about. You can see, leave a park brake on guys, that'll hold the disc in exactly the right place, so everything's nicely lined up ready for when you come to put it back together. And that way, like I said, you haven't got to interfere with the caliper or the brake chamber or anything else. No brake tests needed. So we are going to tap this old ring out, and as you can see it is proper rusty and corroded. Come off there, piece of cake really, no big issues. The main thing about these is just making sure that you clean all the corrosion, rust and that out of them grooves on the back of the hubs there, just to make sure you get the exciter ring in exactly the right place. Obviously that is critical, it's got to be in the right place, and sit perfectly level with the hub all the way round. As you can see, there we go, that's all the way home onto that shoulder, and then when you set the ABS sensor position, that'll all be good. That'll marry up nicely with that. Little bit of a wiggle with the bar, slide that back on there, jobs are good, and get your disc bolts in, give them a nip up. Then we're going to get the hub nut, nice brand new shiny hub nut, going to whiz that on there, torque her up to 1000 Newton meters guys. We're going to paint it over, and jobs are good, and so then we can get this one sent. As you can see there, just need to peen that over. Don't forget to get that done, that is important. These hub nuts do have a habit of coming loose. As you can see there, that is the most beautiful peening I've ever seen. Let's get it sent guys.